Do you have some guy called Kilgara in classic maybe?
Who?
A guy called Kilgara.
No, we don't.
For that Greek, it says Alt of Kilgara.
Oh, I have no idea.
No idea who that is.
Okay.
You looked him up, nice.
Does that ring a bell to you, whom?
Nope.
Yeah, then it's not a minker.
Yep, he's just random Greek. Nice. What is the versatility food called? Do you guys know?
Steak a la mode, I think it is.
Take them. Oh yeah, here it is. Wow, 10 gold each. Nice.
It's not bad.
It's very good. I'm buying 100. Yeah,
Summon him as well.
suddenly versatility is my best stat. So
Oh, you simmed your way to that.
I did.
Good shit.
Yeah, man. I know you don't like my ways, but
I don't disapprove.
okay.
Help me summon someone.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Is there a long boy out there?
Long boy.
Yep.
Forgot to buy a gem.
Oh.
Have anything ancient to trade?
I'm still trying to summon Karis inside this robot, by the way.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
Thanks, Whom.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I think that was everyone. Are you in Sinful Berry? Need a summon?
no.
Very good.
No?
I mean, yeah, toss me some. It's fine. Need to change a conduit anyway.
Okay.
Wait, can you transmog a 100 to a 200?
Yes. If it's your artifact weapon, you can.
Huh.
Jealous?
Mhm.
Well, I wish they added the 200 healing weapons for Paladin. There's like one when you level up, it's item level 150 or something.
Hmm.
I'm going to post a link in the Raid Discord chat if everyone could look there. I was watching the stream of your last couple of attempts on Sludgefist last week, or earlier this week, I guess. And I think I'd like to make some slight changes to the positioning, just so that we avoid so many people getting caught out by the falling rubble. Because I think the issue is that the falling rubble, it doesn't actually kill anyone, but it just makes all of the other mechanics more difficult, because you have to run away from the boss, potentially through rubble, and it separates people who have chain link together. So if you see the link, basically we start off tanking the boss, essentially where he is now. The first pillar we're going to do is the skull pillar, and then the red pillar, and then the blue pillar, and then back to the one at the front of the room. And the advantage of this is that we essentially have the ranged stand on where the boss previously was, and the tank stand in front of the boss, the melee stands just behind the boss. And therefore we kind of, similar to how we bait the traps in the Zymox encounter, we always bait the rubble behind the boss rather than in front of the boss. The issue that we were having, or that I think one of the issues that was going on last time, is that a lot of the raid was kind of standing near these pillars where the boss was going to be in the future. So that meant there was a lot more rubble on melee by the time that they got to a certain pillar, because the range had been previously standing there. Can everyone or some people see the
Yeah, I opened it.
Yeah, it works.
so if I make changes, so like, does it update when I do this, for example? Or do you have to refresh it or something?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
you
perfect.
Have, you have to refresh, yeah.
So that's, I've just updated it now. This is going to be the positioning after we hit the first pillar. So the range will kind of move into the spot where the boss previously was. And then the tanks will kind of face the boss towards the wall. The melee will be behind. And the melee should kind of generally try and run towards the ranged again, so that we keep the falling rubble as tightly stacked as possible and don't have it just all over the room by the end of the fight. I think other than that, it's just we more than have the DPS for it. It's just about eliminating kind of random deaths that happen.
Someone outside with me to summon things.
Can you repeat the order of the pillars again?
So the order is going to be skull, red cross, blue square, and this is as I've marked here, not as I've marked on the raid plan. I can just update that quickly. Skull, red cross, blue square, and then the final pillar. So we kind of bring the
So
boss.
clockwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone who can help me click outside.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Won't allow me to summon him though.
Try now.
So, well, you mark yourself, Navasa, then the range camp can follow you.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing.
All right.
So how were you guys dealing with the chain slam last time? Were you just all soaking it together?
Yeah, because we didn't have that many in the raid group.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think even on higher higher numbers, that's the best way to deal with it, because it only happens maybe 4 times in the fight, and all you have to do is run out with the melee afterwards. So.
Yeah. Which order do you want when he does the hateful gaze or whatever it is? Which cooldowns do you want to use first? Because last time we used personals, and then we had 2 aura masteries because we had 2 holy paladins.
Let me just check what order I'm using mine in. So I think I'll use tree on the first and the third pillar, because that should be a good enough cooldown for that. So that means we also need another cooldown for the second pillar, and then we'll probably use a mix of cooldowns for the fourth one, because that'll be the most difficult one.
And personals as well. You can use personals
Yeah.
on pretty much almost everyone, depending on which class you are.
What's the cooldown on Spirit Link? Spirit.
I think it's 3 minutes.
Spirit Link is not amazing here because the raid tends to be split. But let's try for the second pillar. We'll have Arthy's Rallying Cry and your Aura Mastery.
Okay.
Sorry, for which one was it?
Second one.
Second pillar.
Okay.
So if your cooldowns are 3 minutes, Danacles, why don't you use your Healing Tide on the first pillar? Yeah, use Healing Tide on the first pillar, Spirit Link on the second or third, and then Healing Tide should be back up again for the fourth pillar.
How do you do? Go in service.
Which melee wants to lead people around to their death?
That sounds fun.
All right, Arthy's nominated himself.
Nice.
Wiped all the melee.
Of course.
Yeah, instantly. Give it Regis, actually, yeah.
Yeah, he's better actually.
Do as you command.
I was miming, but sure.
I wasn't.
Okay, so ranged, we're going to try and start off on orange, essentially, and kind of fill in the alcove before we come out here to the middle. We want to avoid playing around the middle of the ring. Tanks or Humi, you have assist, you can just do a pull counter when you want.
Yep, sure. Oh, we were ready then.
Yeah, everyone's ready. Oh wait, cancel this pull timer. Sorry, I need to fix it.
Too late, I'm pulling.
Okay, now I'm ready. Do another counter. So come to me over here, guys, on moon. Gonna move left. We're filling in the alcove. Now we just run out. Keep moving left.
Gaze.
That's rude.
Now we move in behind the boss, basically, on top of where my F was.
Move him back when he goes free.
Chain slam soon.
Okay, run out. Move to the right, guys.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
Watch the gaze now. CDs.
Let's go to the left over here, guys. Come follow me. Follow Moon.
I didn't use Mower Mastery, by the way, there, so it's up at the... Oh god, we just...
Kill me.
me.
Forward a bit. It's safe over here. Can you move the boss forward a bit?
Yep.
Accepting rest after this. Guys, get people top or mastery.
Range, you're split up.
Come to Moon if you can, I
Let's-
guess.
Let's go join them.
Okay,
No, on Moon.
done. Yeah. Nice.
Just come out here to the side a bit, yeah. Forward. Okay, so lust now. Lust now.
Go drag him away a bit from where he's now. Actually, that's my route. I'll keep him here.
Enrage.
Let's move over here a bit.
It wasn't bad.
Melee had nowhere to stand for like
Yeah.
30% of the fight.
Why did we have rubble here though? Because it was here when we got here already. Wasn't supposed to be anything there.
I think it's semi-random where it spawns. So part of it is on people, and then sometimes it's just randomly
Oh right.
around the room. It's kind of like the traps. Like they don't always spawn on people; they just kind of spawn near people.
I thought it was always on people. That would explain it.
I need a resummon. I just realized that. Well, I didn't just realize, but I realized at the start of the fight I have M+ talents, so I have 1 cooldown. Not ideal.
Need someone to assist.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
So what were the early deaths from? Let me just check.
I think me and Regis died to the ground slam thingy.
No, it was the chains.
Yeah, it was the chains. So when you're running out, you just need to be sure you all run in the same direction, basically.
Well, I thought melee were supposed to run out slightly behind the range group so we don't drop the rubble on top of you. But most of the melee group ran directly on top of the ranged. So that's why I died.
I think based on that experience there, the rubble spawning is random enough that we aren't going to get like too much rubble in one place if you just run straight towards the ranged. It seemed okay there. I don't know what the experience is like as melee.
When the third pillar is destroyed, it seemed pretty chaotic to me with space. For melee.
Yeah, so the last 2 pillars are the issue. I mean, essentially we're splitting the room in 2, and we shouldn't have rubble on this side of the room generally, unless there's bad RNG, since we're kind of starting on the other side of the room. So yeah, just be careful from dying from the shattering chains. I think like 3 people died from that fairly early on. And the other thing you really want to be mindful of is, especially as ranged, you don't want the colossal roar to knock you back into rubble, basically. So kind of position yourselves before the colossal roars. Let's just try and focus on surviving for now, because I think with Lust we'll have enough to kill the boss. Moving left. Forward.
Watch the gaze.
Left, guys. Stack up again.
Rallying
Okay,
cries
so
up.
this is Rallying Cry and the
Yeah,
healing
use
pipe.
it. Stomp in 5.
Move up a bit, range. I get stunned. Colossal Roar, we want to move in a little bit. Or let the Colossal Roar hit us out, okay? Don't run back immediately. Let the Colossal Roar hit us out. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Move forward.
Watch it. I'm stunned. Don't kill me. Please. Okay.
You were on me, right? Was it Mika?
I'm gonna go long back in the corner here now.
We want to move to behind red now, ranged. Keep moving left.
Look where the patches are again right now.
Shouldn't we last?
80% of the raid is dead.
I mean,
We're ahead on DPS though.
we are, yeah.
You got one healer.
Well,
Yeah.
that settles it.
I think it was a much better attempt, and I think the thing is we can't, like you said, because the patches are everywhere. We can't fight him that long on the fourth pillar. So the fourth pillar was about half covered. There was about half of it that melee could stand on. But we were at what was that? 25% health with 100% damage increase and blood loss. Yeah, I mean when you're really ahead on damage, you can do that. The problem is that with the enrage, it's going to be the hardest healing portion is going to be that final pillar when he enrages and hits it. So we kind of need the lust for that. Yeah, we need to move in a bit quicker as ranged. Definitely. I think the problem area is between the first and the second pillar. And then once ranged is repositioned to kind of over here where I am now, it's not an issue anymore. But it's that move. So we need to be a bit quicker on moving in with that.
So when do you want my Aura Mastery? Not on the second then?
No, it was good on the second.
Okay.
I don't think we had any problems until the third pillar there. It was really clean up until that point.
Well, I used it on the second on that attempt.
Yeah.
I'm a bit with Dana on this one. Ideally, we could just, break the first one like Skull over here. And then when he's done being stunned, we just move him back to where he initially was. Just keep expending that area. Have him charge down here for the second one. And then we can start, moving down here in this area.
I guess the thing about that is then the range have to move through all of this rubble that's here to get to where the boss is. It's whether we have the rubble generally at the top end of the room or generally on the right side of the room.
Need to go outside and summon Karis.
Okay. If people prefer that order, then let's try that again.
You already summoned Karis.
Do I need to help or are we good?
Nah, I need to summon him.
So we're changing the order, yeah? So we're going to go counterclockwise. I'll just mark them again. Skull, red, blue, unmarked, yeah.
Alright.
Full timer when you want. To the left. Let the knock hit us out there, guys. Let the knock hit us out. To the left again.
Gonna take him back to the gate over here now.
Mm-hmm.
Range stack up again. Move in a bit. To the left, guys. Let the raw knock us out, guys. Let the raw knock us out. Back a tiny bit. Move in. Aura Mastery and Healing Tide. Guys, you really shouldn't be dying there.
Gonna walk him backwards to the wall.
Moving up a bit range. Keep moving up. Move forward.
Yeah.
Don't split up there, guys. Let the raw knock us out. To the left.
Can we get Sundeer up?
I think we're out of CRs. Kali is off tanking.
Someone had to.
We can have whom just get hit twice, that's fine. Okay, ranged, we're gonna run to the right now. We're not gonna go that way, we're gonna run kind of behind the boss. Nice. To the left a little bit. Guys. Lost now, lost now. that feel better for melee in terms of the positioning?
Not really. Even worse, actually.
Which boss has sent you?
I think the main issue now is eliminating the DPS deaths.
Welcome, friend.
As far as I can tell as a healer, I don't think anyone's dying to the Colossal Roar or the Pillar Smash. I think it's pretty much people getting stunned and then their partner moving away too quickly. We're well on track for DPS, especially the second attempt. So literally just play this to survive. Don't get stunned by the falling rocks and don't run away from your partner. Like, as a general rule of thumb, I would say avoid using all movement speed enhancements. Because if a pally does horsey, for example, and a DK doesn't have anything, then you guys are going to get too far apart. It's also, there's an order of things, okay? So it's the best thing to do is to not stand in anything. The second best thing to do is to stand in the crumbling stone that's already fallen. It does kind of light damage, it's not going to kill you. The third best thing is to get stunned. Again, it's not ideal because you're stuck in one place and it does more damage than just standing in it, but it's, again, unlikely to kill you unless there's also a Colossal Roar. And the third thing is breaking the chain, which you should never ever do under any circumstances. Do everything you can avoid to not break the chain, basically. Tighter stack, please, range.
Yeah, sorry, I was bad because of rune.
To the left. Let the roar hit us out. Be stacked up though. Guys, don't stretch the chain like that. Move up. Keep moving up. Let's move up a bit to the edge of the circle, guys. Move up. Okay, now we want to go to the left so that we don't get colossal roared. Okay, we need to stack on this. We need to stack on this. We're coming back out a little bit to the left, though. Okay, let it hit us out. Let it hit us out. This is good positioning range. Move in, move in. We just had a stomp. This is Aura Mastery and Healing Tide. Let's move up on the boss a bit.
Yes, sir. Jesus Christ.
Move forward. There's a little space here we can go to. And move forward again. Can you move the boss back a bit?
Yep.
Please move him a bit.
Okay, let the roar push us out again. Let the roar push us out here.
Oh, fuck's sake, Cars.
Okay, we're gonna move to where the melee just were.
Okay.
Move closer up. Move closer in range. Okay, this is good. We're in place. To the right.
We're moving back a bit more.
Okay, we need to cross. When we come back, we're not gonna come back as far, okay? Stay together, guys.
Move in, Range. Come on.
Move in.
Well, don't go towards the area we're gonna go next. Go towards
Watch
the middle.
Last Barry.
Thanks for that.
Great.
Are people saving cooldowns for the pillars, by the way? It was a really clean attempt up until that kind of right-hand side of the room. We started moving down there.
It was a good attempt, yeah, until we reached like in between the second and the third pillar again, I think.
Yep. I think this order is working fine for us. I mean, I think there's going to be rubble on the last two pillars, no matter what order we do it in. So
Yeah, it isn't bad. We just have some messy deaths. That's it.
Yeah, partner, you should be able to.
yeah, we should probably try and centralize, like Danacles is saying, a bit more from the range camp. We were kind of in a tiny little patch over here, which was empty. I want to try and avoid doing big moves outside of, when there's potentially when there's a colossal roar incoming. I think we need to try and do our moves when we come out of the boss after a chain slam, for example, so that we don't end up getting roared as we're trying to move across the map, if that makes sense.
So after this second pillar goes down, where's the range camp going? So when we get to where we're standing here, we were stuck in the corner over this way, weren't we?
Yeah, we were stuck kind of here. I think we should try and centralize more, basically, and be more kind of over here in the open space.
Right.
Depends on the rubble, but yeah.
Should we take this pillar third so it's more natural for you to go in the middle?
I don't think that's going to make a difference. And I think the problem with taking that pillar third is there's further to go. So the charge is going to be longer and we're going to have more range issues as healer. I think it's better to go from one closed pillar to another closed pillar to another closed pillar.
Right, sure.
I think if we could basically do that attempt again and keep it clean between the second and the third pillar, that would be a kill. But
Let's go.
People need to be saving their cooldowns for the pillars because he takes increased damage. To the left.
Row and 4.
Let it push us out, guys. To the left again.
Gaze. Stomp in 2.
We got to slam into another roar, guys. So we're going to come back through that clean alleyway and let the roar push us.
Nice.
Move in now. Move the boss back. Range, we're going to move up a bit. We want the area behind us to be clear so we don't get colossal roared into stones. Bit to the left.
Stomp in 2.
We can move up to the stomp a little bit. Okay, we're going to go to the right. We're going to go out to the right. Let it roar us out to the right.
Stomp.
Move in now.
Watch it, watch it, watch it.
Don't be hit by him. Let's move a bit closer in range. Got plenty of space here. To the right. Now we go to the left. To the left, to the left.
Row on 2.
To the left.
Guys. Gonna be a row soon. Get ready, melee. I've sacrificed on whom? Bubble.
Move forward. Need to move a bit to the right here, range.
Keep going, guys. Come on.
Okay, we're
Got
gonna
Aura
move to
Master.
we're gonna move to the right now. We're gonna move to the right.
Aura
Let
Master?
it push us out. Let it push us out.
Oh god.
That's the hard enrage.
Yeah, okay, we got it.
I think that was better management of the room.
I just brain lagged and didn't see that my chain person was moving, so I died.
I think the last bit is really tough for range, but it's always gonna be tough.
Someone's left eye to see the realm's use.
It's okay, we're good.
The thing that fucked me over twice was the roar. Being chained up
Yeah.
with someone and then getting skyrocket into a different direction.
You need to really be careful that the melee is stacking for the roars as well. I think range has become really good at that. We're using it to kind of push us back out after the chain slam, which is good. So we just need to keep that up.
It's a bit harder for melee, I guess, because of the angle.
Yeah, you're closer in, so the you can get sent in wildly different directions from being slightly far apart. Mage table, please.
Yeah, sure.
It's yet again literally just the shattering chain that's killing people. Like, nothing else killed people until 5 minutes 20 into the fight, and at that point, like, the boss should be dead, to be honest. So
Just need Damocles to start pumping that DPS. He's the only one not on the damage meters.
Yeah, man. Damocles is the reason we vibe.
Yeah.
So people, you need to use your if we're lusting the fourth pillar, you need to be using your 3-minute cooldowns on the second pillar. or actually maybe the first. But use them early in the fight, and then just have the 3-minute cooldowns up again for that 4th pillar when you can do it again with Lust. But we really need to be pumping the damage then. Like, that's the damage phase. I think we only did like 5%, 10% boss damage on each pillar, which is pretty low given that he takes 100% increased damage.
I'm using wings when he's stunned for more damage.
Stack up range. To the left. Don't get stun range, come on.
Roaring.
Let it push us back out. Let it push us back out.
Stomp.
Okay, get ready to pop CDs, guys. Pop CDs, DPS. Big damage on the boss, big damage on the boss. Just move in a bit ranged.
Row on 4.
Let it push us out, guys. Let it push us out. To the left, to the left, to the left, into this empty space. Move up a bit ranged, move the boss back. We don't want the rubble right behind us. To the left now. Ranged, look how long that chain is, guys. Come on. Doing really well on DPS here, guys. Keep this up. Okay, we're gonna come out a bit to the left of
Roaring
where we are
coming.
now. A bit to the left.
Watch your melee.
Get pushed. Okay, this is good. This is a good position. Come right up to the edge of the rubble on the right over here. Okay, to the left now.
Guys,
Watch the hateful gaze. Watch the hateful gaze.
Hurry up.
Okay, we're going to be rotating to the right here, ranged. If we get rubble on us, we're going to be going right. To the right, to the right.
Keep focusing, people.
To the right again. And now we can slide in behind after this.
Roar in 3.
Let it push us out, guys. Let it push us out. Move in. Lost now. Lost now.
Melee, move it to the left side.
I'm taking back all the way to the wall now.
Range, we're going to go a bit to the right here. We're going to go a bit to the right here.
Stomp in 9. Start looking where you can run to. I'm
Good
stunned.
job.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. Good job.
I wasn't even looking.
that was actually easy. My back hurts now, though.
Good work, everyone.
Good job, yeah.
Get some
Was
Volta.
that everyone being kept up to that maybe? Or did we actually lose someone?
We lost me to a
Never mind, 6.
roar, I think.
We must continue our pursuit, mortals.
Oh, wait.
This mirror does not
No, not never mind.
Denathrius's most loyal guardian.
Not never mind.
Between us and our quad.
So always mind.
I'm offering something to the raid as well.
It's not like we have a lot of plate in this group.
Yeah, we don't have like
Rolling on the gloves.
76 paladins.
I need to go now. Let me just go check with my wife if food is ready.
Really clean kill though, guys. Well done.
Yeah, we will.
Who won? Platus, did you roll on the gloves as well? Yeah, okay. Gloves are yours.
So pull one of these groups at a time. They really, really hurt a lot.
Just waiting for at least one more healer to get here.
If you will not serve, then you will fall! Stoneborn! Strike down these usurpers!
That was a very nice kill, actually. I didn't even notice the boss being that low.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah. Definitely my favorite fight so far. Looks even better than Mythic.
Yeah.
What do they add in the Mythic?
They add
You will see when we get there.
Hey.
after you hit each pillar, there are like 4 little shards that drop out of each pillar. Someone needs to soak each shard, otherwise the raid wipes. And then each of those shards splits into 2 further more shards.
So, anima bottles.
And everyone is chain linked together in the raid, even the tanks. So that's fun.
Perfect.
Spiz. I love being linked up with Arthi. He was actually good at it.
Aww. Same.
We were pretty badass, Arthi, you and I.
Well, I felt pretty safe with you as well, Cal.
Get a room.
Are you two bus brothers now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like playing with chains.
Oh, yes.
These are some weird looking commandos. Thank you.
Oh. What did you do to them, Dana?
What did they do to
You
us?
pissed them off.
Only healer.
Rip off flasks and oils if you haven't.
So what's the difference here?
Let me just go check with my wife if I can be here for a couple of times. Yep.
So this is a very similar boss to normal mode. If I and it should be pretty easy for us to kill. If I just compare the number of wipes I've had on this boss, I've had 1 wipe on this boss on heroic and 2 kills, and on Sludgefist, for example, I've had 16 wipes and 2 kills. So
Lol.
this one is a lot less punishing, but it does have some slight differences from normal. So the main difference is that we're going to get the Goliaths during the normal phase as well, not just in the intermissions. So they need to be cleaved down with the boss. It's mainly a tank issue because tanks need to swap on both the boss and the Goliath when their debuffs reach, I think it's 2 stacks. Are either of you tanks Kyrian, by the way?
Yes.
You should probably take the bleed boss in the final phase then, and just try and avoid having to swap as much as possible. You will have to swap when Stonefist reaches like 2 or 3 stacks, I think it is, but it's best for you to mainly be tanking Carl because she's the one that does the bleed, so you can just clear it once in the fight yourself, which is nice.
What?
So that's like literally the main difference is that we get a Goliath in the normal phase as well as in the intermission phase. So there is a bit more for the tanks to do. The main thing that can wipe people here is multiple people being cleaved by the boomerang thing. So if you get the boomerang on you, I can't remember what it's called. We're going to have 1 person going to red, 1 person going to purple. The boss is going to be tanked roughly in the middle on orange. If you get the meteor on you, you're going to stand behind the raid group, like close to the raid group, but not on top of the raid group. Imagine you have one of the ads in the Lady Darkvein fight. That's the kind of positioning you want. If you get the eruption, which a lot of people get these two confused, and I've seen, this is probably going to be one thing that might wipe us, is if someone confuses the eruption and the meteor. You want to take the eruptions, which we'll have up to 4 of in the final phase, on blue. So the eruptions, I assume everyone's done this on normal mode, by the way.
I haven't.
Okay. So throughout the fight, you'll get bleeds either from Wicked Blade or there's a debuff called Heart Rend, I believe it is. The main one that needs to be cleared though is the Wicked Blade one because it lasts indefinitely until you get rid of it somehow. And the only way to get rid of it is to stand in the meteor. If you stand in the meteor, you get stunned for like 3 seconds or something, and then everyone else in the raid has to move on top of you to soak the follow-up damage. So there's 2 parts to the meteor. There's the part which has an initial animation where you get stunned and it clears your bleed stacks, and then there's a second part where everyone in the raid needs to move on top to help soak the damage from that. We're also going to get people getting the... Let me check what the name of it is. The Heart Rend debuff. Now on normal mode, this doesn't really do much. It like ticks pretty lightly. But on heroic, it changes from Heart Rend into Heart Hemorrhage. when you dispel it. So we just need to kind of stagger those as much as possible. We don't want 3 people having heart hemorrhage at the same time. So I'm not gonna like assign a dispeller or anything, but just if you are dispelling something, make sure that no one else has heart hemorrhage at the same time. And healers, you should be able to see the difference on your raid frames, hopefully. If not,
Can that be removed with the file of Serenity?
I'm not sure if it's a bleed or not. It doesn't actually say in the dungeon journal. It doesn't look like a bleed because it's shadow damage.
Okay.
It's not that important to remove it. I think we're better off just healing through it. The important debuff to remove is the tank one, if you can. Serrated tear. Everything kind of hits a bit harder than the normal mode. That's the main difference. The knockbacks are quite a bit harder as well. So when the knockback happens, which is at the end of each intermission phase, or it might be at the end of the start, we want to be this side of the room from the orange marker, say. If you're not this side of the room, you'll basically get knocked off. So just be a bit aware of that. You'll probably realize it when we have the first knockback, but just don't stand right on the edge, say. Not that there's any reason to. I think we'll give this an attempt or two, see if there are any problems. I'm not anticipating we'll have as many problems with this, certainly compared to Sludgefist. So let's try and get through this quickly so we can have a couple of attempts on, or a good amount of time, basically, to try starting Sire Denathrius progress.
That would be nice.
Which one is the starting one again?
Carl is the first one. Okay, so whoever's not tanking Carl needs to pick up the Goliath. Wicked Blades, get out.
Ow.
So yeah, everyone got hit by that second Wicked Blade. And there's the Meteor, which people need to soak.
I moved off.
We can do the Goliath.
Yeah, we need to kill the Goliath.
The tank.
Too many Goliaths.
Yeah, okay.
No escape! Your treachery has come to an end.
I can res, you don't need to release.
So it was the cleave there, right?
It was the cleave. Basically the problem was that... I'll explain when everyone's back.
We had the blade go through the raid
Yeah.
group and then just, yeah.
When it goes through the raid group, it kind of explodes and gives people a lot of bleeds. So the raid, no one, unless you're soaking, unless you have Wicked Blade, should be to the left of this orange marker. Everyone needs to be here. You can be spread, you can be a little bit together, it doesn't really matter, but you can't be to the left of this. The 2 Wicked Blades, one runs to here, one runs to here, so it goes there, from the boss to purple, say, to red, and then back to the boss. If anyone's in between, if people are kind of standing on top of the boss or standing around here, it's going to hit you, it's going to explode, and it's going to apply the bleed to a bunch of other people. So you need to be this side of the orange marker. We also had Sinks beautifully demonstrate what not to do with the Meteor. So you don't want to go this side. You just want to bring the Meteor here. If you have a bleed, say the main tank, you do a tank swap. The bosses don't actually hit hard enough. I found tanking it on my Demon Hunter that you can just pop a cooldown and stand in the bleed while the boss is hitting you. That's generally fine. And then you'll get the bleed removed without having to do a tank swap, say. But ideally, you do a tank swap, and the tank with the bleed stacks can come in and get stunned without having to worry about getting smacked by the boss. But yeah, nobody should be standing on this side. Okay, everyone needs to be roughly where I am now. I think this fight will just basically wipe a couple times as people are seeing the mechanics for the first time, and then we should be able to get it. So. Be careful where you're standing right now, Melee. Focus the Goliath down. Wicked Blades run out. Make sure you're not in between the boss or the blade. Everyone soak the meteor. Nobody soaked.
Carly died. Nice little birthday present there.
Yep, enjoy.
We really don't have enough damage on the Goliath. There should never be 2 Goliaths up. Jump off the edge.
Your treachery has come to an end.
I have many lucky doos you like.
That one's pretty sexy for Sludgefist, isn't it?
No, not really. It's sort of, but you don't have it up enough to be valuable, basically.
Do a pull timer when you're ready. Kill the Goliath. Wicked Blades run out. We have a meteor on me. If you need to get a bleed removed, stand in it. If you don't stand in it. Everyone soak now. Everyone soak. Everyone soak. Tanks, you can soak too. So I'm dispelling Regis now. I'm just going to put some healing on him.
Let him die.
And he's good. Blades run out.
Next Goliath.
Kill the Goliath, guys.
Kill it until it dies from it, please.
Crystallize. If you need bleeds removed, move in. Now everyone soak. 2 of the healers are stunned. Sorry, that was completely my bad.
I dispelled Sire Denathrius, by the way.
Move out the blade. It's not a great place to be buried, but it worked.
Why?
Because the raid was... If it goes through any member of the raid,
Oh,
we all
okay.
die.
Okay.
So you want to be on one side of the boss. And, I mean,
Right.
I fucked it up too, but...
So wait, the blade is from the boss that is in the air, right?
The boss is still on the ground until the end of this intermission. Later on in the fight, it will be from the boss in the air, but we can just keep the same position.
Yeah, okay.
Are we gonna get the Goliaths in phase 3 as well?
I can't actually remember that. I don't think so, though. No, I don't think so. It was a much better attempt. I'll be honest, it was my mistake that kind of triggered us dying there. But let's keep it up.
I think it was Barnstar.
Yeah, same.
Pick up the Goliath.
Blades, get out.
Wicked Blades, Arthur and Seth. Crystallize. If you have a bleed, get it removed. Now everyone soak. Everyone soak. I'm dispelling Barry. He's fine.
I thought we agreed on not to heal Barry when he got it.
Blades, Barry and Panstar. Barry, take it more to the right. See,
Oh,
standing there, you went all the way through all of the melee, basically. You need to take it over to this red and this purple marker.
No, okay.
Let's wipe it.
I just blink. Shut up, Gally.
Not accepting that rest, by the way.
Yeah, just wait.
No, I just hadn't understood where I stand. So.
It's okay, Barry. But seriously, again, if you do it again, I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, yeah. Happy birthday, Gally.
Thank you.
For a friend of the Grummles, like you.
That's actually true, since
Good fortune to our friends.
Are we all soaking those? Because sometimes it looks like there's only 4 people soaking it, and it's always the same 4.
Yeah, we need everyone soaking, and that includes the tanks, by the way. It's not going to stun you if you're a tank, if you move in after the initial hit.
And there's no cleave on the bolsters.
No, there's no cleave from the bottom. Kill the Goliath, kill the Goliath. Wicked Blade, move out, move out.
That's perfect syncs.
Crystallize, crystallize. If you have a bleed, so Sinks and Kali move in. Now everyone else.
Dispelling sea. We only get
Goliath,
one at a time?
Another Goliath, kill the Goliath. Wicked Blade, move out, move out, move out. Guys, this Goliath is not dying fast enough. Wicked Blade. Everyone soak, everyone soak. Alright, come on, push the boss. Nice. Clean to the intermission.
Intentional, of course.
Okay, kill this Goliath, guys. Wicked Blade's out. Don't stand in the swirlies, obviously. If you have a bleed, get it removed now. Everyone soak, everyone soak, everyone soak.
Somebody do the orbs.
Wheelchair Pally is on it.
Wicked Blade. Sacrifice on Karen. I used Aura Master in that one.
Kill the Goliath. Crystallize on me. If you need your bleeds removed, get in. Killed me though. Wicked Blades move out. Can I have a res if one's available? Okay, eruption in the middle of the raid. Not good.
My bad, sorry.
It's okay. Okay, now you want to just watch your feet. Just move a little and stop. Move a little and then stop.
Stutter step.
Indeed. Wicked Blades.
I confused eruption with the spikes.
Yeah, everyone does that. Crystallize on Berry. If you got a bleed, get it removed now.
Get ready to go soak.
Everyone soak. Now eruptions. Someone soak the first one. Good. Oh. Did you die from that, Regis?
90,000 damage.
Wicked Blades. So guys, we need one person in each.
Ready to soak? Don't. Yeah. Okay.
Or not.
One person in each. We need someone in this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Your treachery has come to an end.
Yeah, it's one person in each. I think the problem there was that there was two overlapping, so you took the damage from both.
But I was standing in only one eruption.
Maybe not all were soaked, so you took more damage. I don't know.
And I took 90,000.
Echoing Annihilation.
Yeah, that's the one that killed me.
So you can't soak two in a row is the problem.
But it
No,
was
okay.
the one who went off. I haven't soaked one before.
Yeah, you had one that you dropped in the raid, and then you got the... When you drop it, you can't then soak it later on. Well, you kind of naturally soak the one you place yourself, but then if there's another round of them, you can't go back to the same one because you'll have the vulnerability on you. So we need... Basically, everyone in the raid needs to pay attention to that. If there's one unsoaked, we need to make sure that it's soaked. Kill the Goliath. Wicked Blades incoming. Wicked Blades come out.
Get ready to soak.
Come in if you need to remove your bleed.
Soak. Spilling off.
Wicked Blades out. Kill the Goliath. Move in if you need a bleed removed. Everyone soak. Wicked Blades out. Melee got hit.
That was my bad though.
Hug you, Kali.
Wicked Blades out. Kill the Goliath. If you
Clear
have a
bleeds.
bleed, clear it now. Everyone soak. Watch the swelly. Wicked bleeds. Blades him. I think some range got hit there.
Oh, we fucked. Should we jump off?
Yeah, wipe it.
You cannot run! The depths take you!
Right, that was the last one for me.
Come to an end.
Kill these fuckers, please.
Alright, since Callie's leaving, let's take this as a good time to do a quick 5-minute break. Refresh your water. Go to the loo.
Bye, Kali. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah, have fun.
Happy birthday, Callie.
Thank you.
Yeah, I reckon we need a third healer.
Or a tank and I can go healer.
Pawn, do you want to heal or not really?
Alvasa?
Yep.
Did your old guild break up?
What old guild?
You're in a different guild, and you had said that the old one was like full of drama or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have no idea what's happened to them, actually.
Nice.
I literally joined them because I kind of started playing again for Shadowlands, and I had this character on Torrent Mill. So I mainly joined them as like an easy way to get the guild perks and to do M+ keys. Like I never raided with them or anything.
Yeah, I can.
But there was this massive drama where like literally 15 out of 20 of the core raid team just left in one day. And, like every 3 minutes, like it would be like guild notification, someone has left the guild.
Jesus, man.
And it was a massive guild as well. Like it was literally 800 people or something, I think, at one point.
Successful guild.
Yeah, like a big kind of semi-social, semi-raiding guild on a high population server. And there was some like one of the officers had some beef with the guild master and like
Some beef.
yeah, like God knows what it was.
Yeah, fuck that.
So yeah, the guild I'm in now is just with a couple of friends. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot smaller. Barn, do you mind going disc then? Or what options do we have for a third healer?
As I said, I can go healer as well if we find another tank.
Personally, I'd prefer to stick to the current tanking situation just because 2 DKs is not ideal in this fight with the number of bleeds and no Kyrian file. Okay, I mean, if you can play one of those, that'd be perfect, Vaughn, because I'd like to change as little up as possible, and we just keep practicing like this. Thank you very much. There isn't, to be honest, there isn't really big spikes of damage. It's just kind of spot healing of people who get the meteor on them or the wicked blade or the bleeds and stuff like that. This fight is much less predictable than, say, Sludgefist, where like every 25 seconds there's a colossal roar. So it's mainly having 3 healers so that if, say, 1 or 2 of them get stunned by the meteor, there's still someone who can keep the tanks alive and keep the other people alive. There's really no kind of massive raid-wide damage like there is with the previous boss. Okay, I think everyone's here. Let's just keep plugging at it. Again, I think there's no. It's just small mistakes here and there that are wiping us. Everyone's still getting used to the mechanics, but once we do that, it should be easy. Can people, especially ranged, try and carry as many of the orbs in the intermission phase to this guy over here? We need... Well, the Goliath drops 1 orb, which infuses him with a fair amount of anima, but we also need some of the small orbs, which I think you get from killing the commandos flying around in the sky. Do a pull timer when you're ready. Kill the Goliath. Arthian sinks. Get your bleeds removed. That would be Arthian sinks at this point. And everyone soak. Everyone soak. I think Sinks has both bleeds on him now. I'm going to give him a cooldown. Wicked Blade on me and Platas. Kill the Goliath again. Kill the Goliath.
Let's do a swap.
You got Meteor incoming. Clear your bleeds if you need. Clear your bleeds. Everyone soak. Everyone soak. Seth, use a personal cooldown if you have. Wicked Blades.
Swapping.
Clear bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Everyone soak. Kill the Goliath. Khan, dispel yourself when you feel comfortable. People need to go pick up those orbs. If you had the Wicked Blade on you there, you should probably have picked up the orb.
Do a swap when we can.
Kill the commandos. There's no point damaging the boss right now. Get rid of bleeds if you need. Soak. Everyone soak. Wicked Blade. You need to bring more of these animal orbs here, guys. Okay, watch out. Knockback incoming. Barry, if you can ice block the bleeds off.
Sure.
Great, perfect. Kill the Goliath. Clear bleeds on Zivas if you need. Everyone soak, everyone soak. Eruption on Regis. Good placement. Let's keep the placement like that. Get ready to move your feet. Remember, don't be on the side of the boss with the Wicked Blades. Wicked Blades, guys. Crystallize, clear bleeds if you need. Now everyone soak. Everyone soak. 2 healers are in this, so. Okay, we need someone to soak the eruption. Nice. Now, second eruption placement is fine, but next time I want it closer to the wall rather than further away.
Oh, okay.
Kill the Goliath.
Taking one.
Third eruption. Watch your feet, everyone. Clear bleeds if you need. Everyone soak, everyone soak.
Move out the blades.
Guys, that was somehow not too bad. Soak everyone if you can. I can't soak.
I can
we
go,
need
so.
soakers. Nice. Okay, again.
I couldn't. I'd already taken one.
Close to the wall if you can. You see how we have two pretty far out now. Watch your feet. Blades out. Eruption. Everyone soak. Crystallize. Remove bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Everyone soak. Someone needs to get the far one. One was unsoaked there. Kill that Goliath. Wicked blades.
Oof.
Eruptions, soak. Really good attempts though, guys. We've seen
good.
every ability now. We've seen every ability. So it's just about not messing up.
Your treachery has come to an end.
We can't really have a rotation for soaking the eruptions, because if you have an eruption yourself, you'll get the debuff. So we need people to just really pay attention to that when you've got an eruption incoming. If you don't have the debuff on you, which it looks like a little brown stone thing, it's different from the bleed debuff. If you don't have the debuff on you, do the good thing and come and soak. We also had quite a few of our eruptions like placed where I am now, which it's not the end of the world. It's definitely better than on top of the raid. But if we keep them on these 3 marks that I've put here, then it's a lot closer for melee to just run and soak if they need to. Yeah, I saw Barry, for example, you had 2 bleeds at one point, and I asked you to ice block it off, which was good, but if you don't have an immunity, then you can't do that. So I don't think the bleed damage is necessarily what's killing us, though. I think it's just mechanical things like people not soaking all of the eruptions. I think that's going to be the hardest thing for us. If we keep up this progress, though, we'll kill the boss pretty soon, I think. Kill the Goliath. Wicked Blade, Pawn Star, and Regis. Crystallize on Zivas. Everyone soak. Wicked Blades, Barry and Arthi.
Let's do this one.
Crystallize, if you have bleeds, remove them.
Is there a combat dress available?
No, we used it. Alright, that was a really unfortunate blade at the start there. I think that's mostly what killed us.
Your treachery has come to an end.
So were you, when you died there, Humi, you had the Goliath, I think, in the bleed, right?
Yeah.
I think the Goliaths actually hit harder than the boss, from what I can tell. So just be aware.
Well, I was really low as well, so basically need to
Yeah.
top the tanks before we stun remove.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can save a cooldown as well.
Kill the Goliath. Zivas and Barry. Nice. Now crystallize for the soak. Everyone soak. Dispelling Seth. Blades, move out. Come on, be a bit quicker than that. Kill the Goliath. If you need a bleed removed to get in the thing, everyone soak. Dispelling sinks. Intermission. Blades out. you need a bleed removed, get it done now. Everyone soak. Pick up orbs, guys. There's one down at the end of the platform. Keep killing this Goliath. Blades, get out. Both of the blades should now pick up those orbs. Yep, perfect.
There's another one.
Okay, knockback incoming. Need one more orb, I guess. Yeah, knockback now. Blades, get out, blades. Goliath. If you have bleeds, get them removed. Everyone soak. We got our eruption coming in. It's on me. I'm going to position it here.
I'll soak that one.
Watch your feet, everyone.
Do we have rest?
Don't think so.
My blade will find you.
Guys, watch blades. Come on. Get bleeds removed. Quiet. Eruption.
Use Grey.
Goliath. Get up.
My blade will find you.
Alright, let's wipe it.
Your treachery has come to an end.
I have many, many wares. Many farewells.
Yeah, it seems like we only have one battle res, so let's save it for tanks, please. Healers, I think we need to focus a little bit more on keeping the tanks topped, especially if it's the tank tanking the Goliath, because they hit a lot harder, surprisingly. That one was hitting whom for about between 18 and 20k per melee. Again, I think we're getting really clean at the first two phases, and the third phase is no different. It's just all the abilities at the same time. So if we can do each individual ability, we shouldn't have any problem. Kill the Goliath. Guys, one of the Wicked Blades didn't leave. Alright, let's just wipe it. Make sure you have it turned on your bigwigs / DBM, that it announces very clearly when you have the Wicked Blade on you.
No escape! Your treachery has come to an end.
If you're an alchemist like me, you need to reflask now as well.
Weird flex på the gay.
Yeah, true.
Just saying, it's been 2 hours. That's all.
It's been 2 hours.
It's been 84 years.
Your rebellion ends here!
Wicked Blade, Seth and Danacles. Remove bleeds if you need. Dispelling Barry.
Okay.
Wicked Blades, OnStar and Platters. Kill the Goliath. Clear your bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Wicked Blades, Seth and Arthi. I think the tanks got hit by that one.
Yep. That's bad positioning for me.
Know your place! No escape! Your treachery has come to an end.
Yeah, no real reason not to stack. As long as the crystallize isn't on top of the raid, obviously. In the second phase, we don't want to be super stacked just because of the eruption thing. Not the erupt, you know, the one that follows people around. Yeah, I'd say don't stack behind the boss. If the boss is facing where Whom is now, say, we want to be stacked like where I am now and not towards the bosses, because otherwise you're more likely to get hit by the more likely to be hit by the blade.
Do we have to be exact on these, or is it just the general direction?
What do you mean exact?
It doesn't matter if you stand here or
Oh
here.
no. Okay, so these are just a guide. Basically, you want to be far enough away from the raid that you're not going to cleave them, because on heroic, at least, when you get hit, there's a circle around you. I think it's like 5 or 10 yards. So you need to be far enough away that you're not going to hit the raid, and then far enough away from whoever has the second blade that you don't hit each other. So for demonstration,
as long as you're on
sake,
this side and spread out, it's fine then.
Yeah, exactly. It could be, you could be like here and here, for example. It would probably be cutting it quite fine. Like there's the possibility that you cleave each other, but you don't need to be all the way over here. So it's just, as a general rule of thumb, you want to get as safe as possible, but you can be closer in. It doesn't need to be precise. So kind of stack where I am now. Give myself a mark. Blades out, blades out, blades out. Soak if you need to remove bleeds. Everyone soak, everyone. Blades out. Zivas and Regis. Kill the Goliath. Crystallize out. Get bleeds removed if you need. Everyone soak. We need to kill him before he does that return to stone as well. Intermission phase. Blades out, blades out. Get out. Don't be next to each other, please. Seth and Sinks, make sure you soak this. Watch the swirlies, guys. Spelling Regis. Careful with your positioning there, guys. Remove bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Blades out, good. Eruption on Barry. Barry, go to the marks. I will soak Barry's one next time. Kill the Goliath. Watch your feet. Move a little bit. Move a little bit.
Reset boss position.
Blades, move out. Crystallize on me. Remove bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Everyone soak. Eruption, put it down. Next to me, please. Okay. Watch your feet here, guys. Blades. Soak. I can't soak. Someone else needs to soak. Watch your feet. Everyone soak. Everyone soak.
Job.
Someone put it on the one behind. Kill the Goliath. Just position the boss a little bit forward so that eruption's not an issue.
Ooh.
Sorry about
Eruption on me.
Can't soak.
Everyone soak. Keep picking up those orbs, guys, especially for DPS. Everyone soak if you can, soak if you can, soak if you can. Seth, you have an orb on you, you need to take it to the guy. I watch the knockback here, guys. Crystallize if you need it. Use a cooldown here, Dana. Both the healers are in. Eruption on me again. Soak the eruptions, guys. The middle eruption is... Come on, guys. Okay. Can we have Lust now? Can we have Lust? Just keep doing the same tactics, boys. Everyone soak, everyone soak. Keep them at roughly the same health. Wicked Blades move out. Eruptions. I can't soak. I can't soak. Someone else needs to go. Watch your feet. More on Grashal, less on Cal. More on Grashal. Remove bleeds if you need. Everyone soak. Eruptions. Soak, soak, soak. We need one more soak, guys. Barry, Ice Block. Carl, more on Carl now. Mana tied down if you have it. Watch your feet here, guys. More, keep them together. Soak, everyone. Soak, can we live this? I can't soak, I can't soak. Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Soak, everyone. Good job.
Good job.
Really good job. Really good job there. 220 loot, here we come.
Ha.
You
Joke's on
mean
you.
animal?
The Stoneborn were not the only ones manipulated and deceived, my friend. I dare say even the Arbiter herself has been made a pawn. The time has come to dethrone our former master. What we do next, we do for the sake of all the Shadowlands.
More loyalists. We must drive them back, my prince.
You are the key to victory, mortals.
For next time, I think if we need it, I can soak like 2 of them with Ice Block, if nobody else can reach them.
You can only really soak one at a time. Oh, you mean 2 in a row? Yeah.
No, the overlapping ones. Can you not soak them?
I don't think so. I don't think it's the overlapping ones that were the double soaks. It's when you get the debuff on you that you can't soak.
Okay, but still.
Let me carve them up instead.
Now there's a thought. We could flay these
Okay, I'm just going to sort the groups out really quickly.
use their bones to pave the path for our ascension. What to do, what to do.
Please, Master! It's been so long since I cut into living flesh! Let me skewer them, slice them, slash them, vivisect them, cut ribbons from their...
Pace yourself, Rimonia. Rushing one's work is so unflattering.
Okay.
I shall assist our guests with their atonement. Once they have repented, I will permit you to rend their bodies and send their souls screaming into the maw.
So, I quite enjoy this boss. I think it's one of the better bosses in here, if not one of the best bosses I've done in recent memory. But there is quite a lot going on, and it's quite a different fight from normal mode. So in the interest of time, given that we've got about half an hour and a bit until the scheduled end of the raid, we're just going to go phase by phase. So we're going to learn the first phase. I'm not going to expect us to get through the first phase or kill it on our first attempt. So we'll just learn the first phase, practice that. When we're consistently getting into the second phase, we'll learn the second phase, practice that, and so on in the third phase. The third phase is the hardest phase of the fight, in my opinion. So if we can practice and get the first phase good and the second phase semi-good, I think that would be a really good outcome for tonight. So I've divided the raid up into 2 groups. We have Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 is going to soak the first 2 cleansing pains. So that's Humi and everyone else in Group 1. Group 2 is going to soak the next 2 cleansing pains. And then everyone is going to soak the 5th Cleansing Pain. And then after the 5th Cleansing Pain, our idea is to transition the boss into phase 2. Group 3 is the people who don't soak at all. So Danacles and Sinks, you're not going to be soaking any cleansing pains whatsoever. That's because DKs can use Death's Advance, and Shamans can use Spirit Wolf to basically ignore that mechanic entirely. So if you guys don't soak, that means 1 less add per soak phase each, which is really useful because it reduces the amount of damage done that needs to happen. The boss is going to be tanked. Let me just clear all these. The boss is going to be tanked here on green. So it's a bit different from normal mode. We're not going to have everyone standing either side of the boss. Yeah, you need to be in Ghost Wolf before transition. The transition happens at exactly 70.5%. So just watch for 70.6% on the boss, press Ghost Wolf, and you'll be absolutely fine. We can freedom people, we can grip people, so it's not an issue. But ideally, everyone else in the raid should be on 2 stacks before the transition. So the boss is going to be tanked on green. Everyone who's in group 1, say, is going to be standing in front of the boss, and everyone who's in group 2 is going to be standing behind boss so they don't get hit by the cleave. Or the cleansing pain is called. So we have the cleansing pain, and then a bunch of adds will get spawned. We need to AoE these adds ASAP. Honestly, pop cooldowns to AoE the adds. Maybe set up if paladins say, and this is probably better for the melee. I think you'll be the main ones cleaving the adds down, but kind of a range between yourselves. Given that we have 5 sets of or 4 sets of adds, one of you should pop a cooldown on each set of adds that spawns. The grip? Which spell is that?
I mean when he phase transitions.
Yeah. So you need to use your ability before the actual transition happens, because once the transition is occurring, you can't cast anything basically. You're immobilized. So yeah, you need to do it before that. The main difference in tactics here in phase 1 is that whereas before we had I think it's called feeding time, which is the little circles that spawn around people. In this phase, we have something called Night Hunters. Exactly. So if you get the Night Hunter on you, you need to move to the wall and be away from everyone. Again, similar to feeding time, you'll have a circle around you, so you don't want to cleave anyone with it. But basically, between you and the Night Hunter, there'll be a line. We get 2 Night Hunters with this raid group size. Actually, 2 Night Hunters in Heroic in general, I think. And once you've picked a position, so move to the wall and then stop moving with the Night Hunter. Then everyone else in the raid, and I'm including the tanks in this, literally everyone else in the raid needs to roughly split themselves up between the 2 lines and soak both of the lines. So the ideal scenario is that we have, say, a Night Hunter on silver, and then I'm the one with the Night Hunter and I move here, and then we have the second Night Hunter on blue, and say Sinks is here and he's standing on blue. So the lines, they don't cross the boss. If they do cross the boss, they heal the boss, so that you really want to avoid that. And that's partly the people with the Night Hunter, that's your responsibility, but also tanks, if it seems unavoidable, just move the boss a bit so he doesn't get healed. And the second thing we ideally don't want, but is sometimes unavoidable, is that the lines cross each other. If the lines cross each other and someone's standing too close to the center, they're very likely to get killed by soaking both the lines at the same time. If it's unavoidable, though, that's fine, and people just need to not stand close to the center of the lines. What else is there of note? I think that's about it. Most of the other abilities are the same. We get basically Cleansing Pains. We're going to get 2, and then the Ravage will come, and then we'll get 2 more, and then we'll get another Ravage. I'd suggest that we try moving counterclockwise. Don't move too early. It's a lot easier if we had a Warlock for the gate, but if you move too early, it's possible that you end up baiting the Ravage into a portion of the room that we're moving into, and then everyone gets killed by the Ravage. I'll use my Stampeding Roar on the first. We'll use Denathrius' Speed Totem on the second, and we should be fine moving around. Oh, the other thing I wanted to note is if you have an immunity, so Barry and Zivas, I'm looking at you specifically, and you get a Night Hunter on you, you want to move out of the raid, and you want to make it really obvious that you don't want the line to be soaked. So don't stand by the wall and then use Ice Block, but rather just kind of come here so that you're parallel with where the Night Hunter is, and then pop your immunity. Same with Zivas. You can just turtle it off, and that's the ideal thing to do.
I don't.
All right, let's give phase 1 a couple of attempts and just kind of figure the fight out.
When did we tank swap? Was it after 2 ad spawns?
Yeah, so there's no tank debuff in this phase, so you can tank swap basically whenever, but yeah, it makes sense to do the first 2 Cleansing Pains on you, and then the second 2 will be on Zandiro, and then it doesn't matter who does the 5th one.
Yeah, then you can just keep it on.
Because everyone will stack up for the 5th one. So depending on DPS, we ideally want to transition him right as the 5th one comes in, because then we don't have to deal with the ads. The ads just despawn.
Sorry, I couldn't.
My Siri went off there.
Nice.
If that's not possible, if we don't have the DPS for that, we'll just do 6 Cleansing Pains and kill the ads on the 5th one. That's fine. But we can try with DPSing to see if we can hit that breakpoint or not. Okay, I'm going to clear the markers, except for the green ones, so we know where to tank it. Another thing to note, this is mainly, I guess, Arthi. I don't know if anyone else can do this, but if you can kind of reset yourself onto the ground with charge when he does his blood price.
Yeah, sure thing.
Just means slightly more uptime on the boss instead of having to fall from the sky.
Yeah, I remember that from normal as well.
Okay, Zivas is ready. You want to do a full timer? And let's go. So we're going to have group 1 at the start. We're going to be on top of whom, and group 2 is going to be behind the boss. AoE ads. Night Hunters, bring them to the wall, unless you have an immunity. Bring them to the wall. Blood price. Everyone on whom if you're in group 1. AoE ads. Night Hunters to the wall. To the wall.
Zero Sogan.
So, yeah. Ravage, move. This is group 2 now. Group 2. Night Hunters to the wall. Everyone soak the lines. Soak the lines.
Looking.
Blood price. And then this is group 2 again. AoE the ads. Night Hunters to the wall. Soak the lines. Good soaks. Ravage incoming. Let's have a speed totem. Okay, this is group 1 again. Let's just do group 1 again. Night Hunters to the wall and soak. Blood price.
I thought that fifth one would be both groups together.
Yeah, we're way behind on DPS though. I think we need to do 6. Because the
block fuck. Yeah.
So yeah, we need. I mean, lots of people died basically, but 8% ahead there. Just release, you literally respawn right outside. Okay, so again, good first attempt. The positioning with the Night Hunters needs to be a little bit better. Some people were kind of standing halfway between the wall and the boss, which is not ideal because no one can really tell whether you want the line to be soaked or not. So come right up against the wall if you have the Night Hunter on you. Also try and bring the line close to the boss as possible. So if you look at where I am now and imagine the boss is over on green, then the melee need to run all the way over here to be able to soak the line. If you're standing here though, you're not going to hit any of the melee, but they only have to move like 2 steps to be able to soak your line, and they can still continue to hit the boss. So bring the lines close to the boss, not through the boss, and against the wall if you want people to soak. If you have an immunity, so Barry and Zivas, you're slightly different. Just bring it away from the raid and use your immunity. It doesn't heal for very much, Danicles. I think it's like 0.5, 1% of boss health. But yeah, ideally we don't do that, especially with DPS being an issue in this first phase. Group 1, get ready to soak. AoE the ads. Night Hunters to the wall.
See you guys will soak.
Soak lines. Okay, you're slightly far out there, Danicles, but good otherwise. Blood price. Group 1 soak again. Group 1 soak. Night Hunters. Alright, good Regis. Good. Soak the lines. Ravage incoming. Go. This is group 2 now. Bring the boss a bit further round so we have less to run for the Ravage. Bring the boss further round after this blood price. Make sure group 2 is still soaking though. Here with the ads. Night Hunters. Speed Totem. Okay, so we're just going to do group 1 now. Just going to do group 1. Soak lines. Now we're just going to group, if you have 2 stacks or higher, you need to soak the next, or 3 stacks or higher, you need to soak the next one. Here with the ads, soak the lines. Push the boss, push the boss, push the boss. Nice.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
Okay, so we're starting out, we're going to the north platform first. One of the tanks pick up the boss, one of the tanks pick up Ramonia. If you get an impale, if you get impale on you, you need to go to the left-hand side. So try and hit the boss with these ads with Racking Pain. And you need to taunt swap immediately after the Racking Pain. Like, ideally as he's casting it. Dodge the swirlies. Dodge the swirlies. Move the boss closer to the mirror for the Hand of Destruction. Okay, everyone through. Impales stay, everyone else back. Impales stay, everyone else back.
Both tanks are dead.
Okay. It's good though, we made progress faster than I was expecting. So the ads on the platforms, they need to be killed by ranged. But I think the ads give a stacking debuff in terms of the reducing the amount of healing that the raid takes. So we want to kill the 2 melee ones first as quickly as possible. Good, really nice to make progress through the first phase though on our second or third pull. So we're gonna just switch up the order a bit. We're gonna do what's the best way of doing this? So yeah, we're essentially gonna do 2 cleansing pains on group 1, 2 cleansing pains on group 2, 1 on group 1, 1 on group 2, and then we can just push the boss to 70% after that. I don't think we have the DPS right now to skip the final cleansing pain. But it's not an issue. It doesn't do that much damage. Tanks, just kind of move the boss a little bit further around the room so that we don't have to run as far for the Ravage. Otherwise, I think it was a really good attempt. So I just need to explain the changes in phase 2. Whenever one of the ad dies, which happened a couple times, you'll see you get those swirlies. If you get hit by the swirly, it doesn't do too much damage, but they tend to knock you off the platform, which 100% will kill you. So you really don't want to get hit by the swirlies. The most scary time for the swirlies to come is during the massacre, which is when Ramonia does all of the lines, the sword lines on the floor. So we just want to avoid killing ads around the same time as that. But otherwise, just dodge the swirlies whenever one of the ads dies. Tanks, you need to switch really quickly on Racking Pain. The boss hits quite hard, and the debuff does 30% increased damage or something like that. Maybe it's 50 on Heroic, I can't remember. But you can actually taunt the boss as he's casting Racking Pain. The sword doesn't tend to do that much damage. You can take, as a tank especially, you can take quite a number of stacks from the sword. So just swap the sword, obviously, onto whoever's not tanking the boss whenever it's possible, but it's not the end of the world if one tank is tanking the boss and the sword, as long as they don't have Racking Pain at the same time.
Yep.
Try and hit as many of the ads as you can with Racking Pain as well. If you stand like on one side of the melee ad, you can hit both of them. But melee just need to be wary that he's doing a frontal, so never stand in front of the boss, basically, in phase 2. We're gonna do the order is always the same for phase 2. So we run to the north platform, we kill the melee ads, Hand of Destruction happens, we go through the mirror, Hand of Destruction goes off, everyone comes back, kills the range ads that are still up. If you get Impale on you when we go through for the Hand of Destruction, just stay, because if you're crossing through the mirror at the same time as the Impale is coming off, you're very likely to cleave other people. So wait until the Impale completes and then come back. Then we kill the rest of the ads, we get some boss damage in, we have another Hand of Destruction. This time we go through and we stay on the other side. So we stay because the ads are going to be spawning, so we set up for the ads. Ads spawn, same thing happens, kill the ads, dodge the swirlies. Hand of Destruction, we go through, we come back, and then we'll get a third set of ads, most likely, on the east and west platforms. So we just need to go kill those ads, and then transition the boss to phase 3. We'll give it one more attempt, and then we'll see if people want to do a couple more tries after the official end of the raid. I think Sinks might need to leave, but we'll give it one more attempt without him, and then we'll see what everyone else wants to do. Thanks for coming, Sinks. Group 1, you're soaking first. Get ready. AoE ads. Night Hunters to the wall. Soak line. Blood price. Second Cleansing Pain. AoE the ads. Night Hunters to the wall.
Working one.
Soak the lines. Okay, get ready for the Ravage. Move a bit towards the center here, because it's best to go. This is group 2 now, group 2. Night Hunters to the wall. Kill that final ad. Kill the ads. Knight Hunter's the wall. Get ready for Ravage. This is Denathrius' speed totem. This is group 1 again. Group 1. AoE the ads. Still have an ad up. This is group 2 again. Can we just last here and burst the boss to try and get to phase 2? Yeah, we don't have DPS.
Your rebellion is at an end.
But yeah, nice progress there. I'm going to do a ready check now. If you want to stay for like 2 or 3 more attempts, maybe press yes. If you don't, press no, and there's no problem. Okay, we're done then. Let's call it a night. Thanks everyone for coming.
So good progress.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
really good
progress.
Yeah, it was
progress.
good today.
2 bosses in 1 night.
Opening a portal here if you need. It's too horrible, don't worry.